So really, if you want to say anything, like competing in bodybuilding, men's physique brought me to my life. It changed my life. So it gave me everything that I have. And I was very passionate about health and fitness anyway. So when you work and you surround yourself with it, I mean, very, very hard to have a bad day. You get food in my mouth every shot? I think that's rude. He talks with his mouth full. Like, yep. So while I'm talking about mouthful, this is my pre-workout meal. And if you've ever done a show or competed or been on a strict diet and you're low on calories, time is money. You gotta eat when you get a chance to. So when your meal's at 10, you're at 9:59, you're already ready to go. So sorry for the intrusion of the food in my mouth. My position in the company of Gaspari Better Bodies is I am the logistics manager and supply chain manager for the US market. I was introduced to this job through TJ Clark, and my initial response to actually getting hired here, I wanted to work in the gym side because that's what I came here for. I didn't know anything about the brands. I just knew the gym and I love to go to the gym. So it'd be cool to surround myself with that environment. I said, well, we actually have a position for you back here in logistics. I'm like, logistics? I have experience with a little bit of everything, but nothing, not a professional in anything. So it was very, very interesting to throw me back there. Like within like a 3 or 4 weeks, I was catching on. I was given the opportunity to head all logistics for the US market. So all the responsibilities on me, but there's a lot of freedom and creativity that came along with that. So it wasn't like a very structured plan. You have to do this by this time, this time. I got to come up with it myself. So for them to believe in me that much is a huge, like, appreciated moment for me. Like I knew this is where I was gonna be for a long time. This warehouse is one of 3. This is our US warehouse. And it's set up to make it pretty efficient whenever we pick an order. It goes by shelf numbers, locations, and I think most logistic companies run the same way. To make it faster for them, the efficiency plays a big role, but also the couriers play a big role too. We go with a trusted courier that we know will deliver on time, that the customer has really good experiences with. The last thing we want someone to do is have buyer's remorse because the delivery was bad, not because of the product. You say community a lot with the company, but it's really proven here that no one is in a cubicle. No one's in a silo, so to speak. We all work together. Like just because I'm logistics doesn't mean I don't play a part in marketing or sales or anything for that matter. So it's really, really, really fun. So last year was the first time I did the Amateur Olympia, and I went into the Olympia looking to actually do a model search they were having. Muscle and Fitness puts on a model search every year. And I was more intrigued by that at first. So I was prepping for that, and it was about 4 weeks before the model search, and it's the same week as the Olympia. They put it on like the day before the Amateur Olympia goes on. And then my posing coach, Sheila, said they're not having it this year. So I already put in all the hard work for just doing just a model search. So I was like, hey, well, I already paid for my ticket, I already paid for my tan, let's go ahead and just do the Amateur Olympia. And what enticed me about that is the production is really, really good. You don't have to qualify, and it's a national level show. So I didn't do a show before that to qualify for it. So that intrigued me by that. And then once you're there, the stage and the presence of it's not the Olympia stage, but it's still a Joe Weider stage. So that intrigued me. It's pretty exciting there. You get kind of like the, what do you say, stage fright a little bit, but it kind of goes away really quick when you get up there and like that proud moment of being on that stage of Joe Weider. So I train a little bit different on this workout than I normally do. I really wanted to pre-exhaust the muscle. So I started my workout with 21s. A lot of people do it with an easy curl barbell and do the bottom range 7 reps, top range 7 reps, and the full range of motion 7 reps. But since we had the opportunity to have prime equipment here at Destination, I'm able to pinpoint the range of motions on the load with the with the gearing that they have there, you can change the range. So you're not changing your range of motion on the full rep range. You're still going full reps, but it's only engaging at certain parts of the range. So I did 4 sets of 21s to start off the arm workout for biceps, and that really pre-exhausted. So saying that, I had to go to triceps the next workout. There's no way I could have done a bicep movement after that. So then I also try to pre-exhaust with going heavier on a tricep movement. So if I do a V-bar push down for tricep extension, then I can push a lot more weight, and I feel like I really exhaust the muscle that way. And then I work into isolating the muscle per arm instead of having a fixed range, because I have issues with atrophy on this side. So this arm was smaller than this arm. So if I do both of them together, I'm going to continue to have the same issue. So from there we went to a rope cable hammer curl, which really works the girth of the muscle, makes your arm bigger and thicker. So I exhausted the muscle. I keep saying exhaust the muscle. We did 4 reps of 12 to 15, kept the volume pretty high, the rest period pretty low. Like again, when we do like these isolated movements, I try to do a lot of hypertrophy. So when you don't have a lot of calories and it's hard to get a pump, you want to keep your focus on no rest time, keep that muscle warm. So we took very, very small break for rest time. Dumbbell skull crusher, I like that one because it isolates each movement. So I know my right arm is a little bit weaker than my left. So I don't try to pull, and I'm not overworking my left one to compensate for the right. So we did a incline bench, dumbbell skull crusher. That's one of my favorite movements because the range of motion, you get a full stretch. I learned from a lot of YouTube enthusiasts and YouTube fitness inspiration, and I get a lot from like Michael Hearn. You can see a lot of his movements. Guy's a beast. And he's been here several times, so I learned from him, just watching him in person or just watching his YouTube videos. So dumbbell skull crusher, really that full range of motion. You want to make sure you get that full stretch and you're really contracting at the top of the range. That's one of my favorite movements for triceps because I really, really feel it. I really feel the engagement. I get a really good connection with that movement. Everyone's different. Everyone has their favorite. And then from there we went to a Smith machine drag curl. Now I usually keep these somewhat light because I want to get volume still. So we did 4 sets of 12 to 15 as well. My rep range is usually 12 to 15. If I'm failing, it's lower, closer to 12 range. And just keep the bar really close to your body, and you're contracting. You're basically you're contracting all the muscle from just a bicep standpoint. You're not really putting a lot of weight on your lower back by leaning back. You're not putting a lot of weight on your forearms from grip because you're using the Smith machine. So you're just basically just holding it with hooks, and you're really just squeezing on the muscle itself. So you're really isolating the bicep. We did like 4 sets of 12 to 15 on that one. And from there, we moved to weighted dips, which is a belted weighted dip, a seat belt weighted dip machine. And we just try to go really heavy on this one. It's the last one. We just wanted to really exhaust our triceps on this movement. So you can see we go up, and then eventually I know I can't get the reps I want to get. So I really want to feel it. So I dropped the weight back down just a little bit. And it's the same thing as the first set was 20 reps or so, but after that it was like 12 to 15 for 3 more sets. So I just want to end with something heavy and exhaust it and leave nothing in the tank, especially when you have nothing to give to begin with. Just burn all the glycogen you can, make sure you're using everything you have, and leave satisfied. Next up, Vegas, man, we're less than 1 week now because next Thursday is when I'm on stage. I'm super excited. Everything's planned out, the work is done. I just got to make sure I get my water right and manipulate the water so I can come in really, really dry. Yeah, and then after that, treat myself. So it's gonna be a good time. I've always been excited to go to Vegas. As I said before, it's a prestigious show. It's a really a special time to go and share the stage, the Joe Weider stage. Even even if you didn't have to qualify, just going there anyway, just because, I hate saying the experience, but really it is a lot of the experience. But the experience of this whole, the prep and everything comes into place in that one 10-second routine I get to put on the stage. So it's all worth it in the end for me, because I know where I wanted to be. I use it as a deadline, and I definitely don't want to fall on my face on a big stage like that. So it definitely holds you accountable.